Hey, Kansas Gardener here. It's Saturday, July 27th, 2019. I just doing a little video on tomato harvest, and I wanted to discuss blossom end rot. I'm starting to harvest my new favorite tomato, and that's Orange Wellington from Burpee. Now apparently they grow them in Germany also, because I looked them up on YouTube and I found two videos and I watched one and it was in German. So I don't know if they've had them for a while now or what, but they're a really big tomato. I've got a bunch off just this one plant. This is what the seed packet looks like. They might change that picture for next year. I know Burpee changes pictures on their seed packets from time to time, so they may not look just like this, but I would highly recommend this tomato. Let's talk about the other tomato I'm growing that is another one of my favorites, also by Burpee, and that's a 4th of July. I call it a cherry tomato, but you can see the size of it. They're beautiful, beautiful tomatoes. They grow really, really nice size. I grew 2 plants of those and 2 plants of the Orange Wellingtons. I think next year I might grow 4 plants of the Orange Wellingtons and 3 plants of the 4th of July cherries. I wanted to talk a little bit about blossom end rot. I had it ever since I started gardening. I thought it would change. These are my beans I just planted for a fall crop. I thought when I started using raised beds that my tomato blossom end rot problems would stop. Well, it didn't. I had it again last year. This year I used high yield calcium nitrate. I just followed the directions on the back of the bag. It was 1 teaspoon per plant. I waited until the first fruit set on the plants, and then I added the calcium nitrate. I also added, and I'll show you, around the base of all my plants, you can see it's white. That is pelletized garden gypsum. And I just put it there so every time I water, a little bit of that calcium seeps down into the ground. And this is the first year I don't have blossom end rot. The previous years, a tomato like this one would already just be blossom end rotted, and these are not. They're not. I don't have any blossom end rot. On my red ones, nothing. No blossom end rot. So anyway, I wanted to talk about that a little bit. Give it a try. If you fought it like I have, give calcium nitrate a try and see if it won't work for you. One more thing I wanted to talk about. Critters eating your tomatoes. I came out this morning. You can see the size of this tomato. Big, beautiful tomato. Has a hole right in it. I'm not sure if a squirrel did that. I had raccoons on my deck this morning. Could have been raccoons. And I came over here and I noticed this. The biggest tomato on this plant. These plants over here are doing terrible. Part of it's the soil that's in this raised bed. part of it's the fact they don't get a whole lot of sun back here. So lesson learned, I won't be growing tomatoes in this bed anymore because it doesn't get enough sunlight, and I really need to amend this soil. I just filled these 2 beds. This is my cucumbers, or what's left of them. But I just filled these 2 beds with soil last year, and they didn't get a whole lot of peat moss. I put cotton burr compost in the rest of the beds. They didn't get any cotton burr compost, so I need to really amend these beds and get them to where they're producing better quality plants. Because if you look at these plants, they look pretty terrible compared to these plants. These plants are just, that plant right there might be 8 feet tall, and they're producing like crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna pause this for just a second. You won't notice it, and we're gonna be in the house just like magic. And just like that, we're in the house. These are the orange Wellingtons. These are the 4th of July, both seeds by Burr P. I found my new tomato that I'm definitely going to grow, and that's these orange Wellingtons. Look at the size of these tomatoes. All these tomatoes I'm showing you have come off 2 plants, and they still have plenty more. Now I wanted to show you, I don't have any blossom end rot. That's just cat facing, and I don't know what they call that, scarification. But you can see the size of these tomatoes. They're huge. They're just huge, and they're delicious. And we're probably going to make some salsa out of them. These are the ones I picked this morning. I decided to start picking them before they're ripe, just to get them off the plants, because now I've got stuff out there that's tasting my plants, and I don't like that. But you can see not a single one of these tomatoes has blossom end rot. They have the scars, or the cat facing, which may be what they call it, but no blossom end rot. So anyway, that's my video. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks for watching. Bye.